Hey, good morning, everyone. How are you guys doing today, man? Happy 2024 to everyone. Happy New Year to everyone. Hope you guys start out this New Year's well. Hope you and have a great 2024. Now we got an opportunity to say 2023. That's in the past. That's the beauty of living in time. But for first time listeners, this is Gregory Wells coming live from Houston, Texas with this inspirational morning talk. I just give you something a little inspirational to get you through that day because we can be facing so much negative stuff. We just need something a little inspirational to get us through the day, man. But it's great for me so far. It's great for me so far, and I hope you're gonna have a successful year too. But what we want to talk about today is how to be successful. I have it how to be successful in 2024, but this is how to be successful generally. Because I know we come into now the new year and people got a lot of resolutions. People got a lot of New Year's resolutions. But before I go on, man, my apologies for not coming on yesterday at my the time that it should have been on. I get tied up doing some other stuff, but apologies for that. But I'm gonna make it up today. But yes, we're trying to find out how to be successful. This is the new year, so we're gonna label it how to be successful in 2024. But this is a success formula forever, right? Forever. I probably might have to make a series out of this because there's so much little points I want to hit on. I'm going to just hit in on one or two today. But it's all starts that we have to work these scriptures, man. We are overlooking this word. God put his word before creation. He said heaven and earth may pass away, but his word will not pass away. His word is not going to go anywhere, right? He said, will accomplish what it set out and is not returned to him void. We got to take these stuff seriously and start putting these, start putting them to the test, right? So what we're going to look at today, we're going to look at the law of doing good, right? About doing good. This is from Galatians 6. Galatians 6. I can read from but 6 through 6. 1 through 6. No, we'll go on to about 1 through 10. 1 through 10. From Galatians 6, I can read from about 1 through 10, right? There's a law about doing good, right? I really focus from 7 onwards down. But this was saying, brothers and sisters, if someone is caught in a sin, you who live by the Spirit should restore that person gently. So if someone's sinning, don't ridicule them. Don't ridicule them. You show them the right way and you try to, don't expose them if you see it. Just try to correct them, gently, right? Gently. Don't ridicule, is what he's saying. But watch yourself. Well, let me read it over. Brothers and sisters, if someone is caught in a sin, you who live by the Spirit should restore that person gently. But watch yourself, or you also may be tempted. So he's saying, instead of ridiculing a person and stuff, you be careful because the same sin they committed, you might even be tempted to commit that same sin. You might even be tempted to commit the same sin, right? So handle it gently, turn them away, because you might be tempted to commit the same sin also. It said, carry each other burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law. So help each other out, more or less we say, right? If anyone thinks they are something when they're not, they deceive themselves. So Karen, again, good morning. How are you doing today? So he's saying if you think you're something more than you are, you're deceiving yourselves. But each one should test their own actions. Each one should test their own actions. Then they can take pride in themselves alone without comparing themselves to someone else. For each one should carry their own load. Nevertheless, the one who receives instruction in the word should share all good things with their instructor. So he's giving them some ways how to live, help each other, You're trying to, there's the bottom line. If you should help each other, don't think you're more than you are. Just help each other out and, look at your own actions and see what you're doing, right? But then he went on to say in 7 here, he said, do not be deceived. Do not be deceived. God cannot be mocked. A man reaps what he sows. Whoever sows to please their flesh, from the flesh will reap destruction. Whoever sows to please the Spirit from the Spirit will reap eternal life. He said, God cannot be mocked. A man reap what he sows. If you don't like what you're reaping, change the seeds you are planting. If you don't like what you're reaping, change the seeds that you are planting. Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. If we do not give up. Therefore, as we have opportunity, let us do good to all people, especially to those belonging to the family of believers. So he is saying, God cannot be mocked. A man reap what he sows. Whoever sows to please the flesh from the flesh will reap destruction. Whoever sows to please the Spirit from the Spirit will reap eternal life. He's saying, let us not get weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if you do not give up. So what he's saying, you got to look and continue for ways in doing good. Doing good, treating other people right, helping other people, as he was telling them before. He said, don't get deceived. God cannot be mocked. He knows what we're doing. He knows what we're doing. And it's just like a harvest. If you plant mangoes, you will reap mangoes. If you plant a poisonous bush, you will reap a poisonous bush. If you plant blueberries, you will reap blueberries. So he's saying, whatever you sow, you're going to reap. And he said, don't give up, because we get caught up. When we plant a seed, do we get the fruit right away? Do we put the seed in the ground today and then all of a sudden tomorrow we get this big set of fruit and we reap it? No, he said you put the seed in the ground, you tilt it, you water the land, and you take care of it, pull the weeds. He said don't give up before you get the harvest. It's like you put the seed in the ground and tomorrow you come and nothing there, you get frustrated, well, nothing is there. I'm done with that. I'm finished. You don't pull in the seeds, you don't water in the ground. No, you kill the seed. You kill the seed that you plant because you didn't take care of it. Don't give up. So don't do a good deed today and want to see something tomorrow. He said just be consistent with what we're doing. Follow the laws and know the law is going to work for you. The law is going to work. When it's not working for you, it's working on you. It's working on you when it looks like it's not working for you. It's working on you for you make you become a better person than to reap the things that you want to get, right? So this is the first law, guys. We got to look out and keep doing good. We could give a amount of money. We could be praying all we want to pray. But if we ain't following these laws, if we're not doers of the word and not only hearers of the word, we will not get the results what we are seeking. We got to start following these simple little laws. We got to start following these simple laws. We got to continue to be honest, continue to be trustworthy, and it's going to reap a reward. Okay, let's look at Luke 16:10 through 12. Luke 16:10 through 12 is another serious one. Luke 16:10 through 12. It says, whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much. Whoever's trusted with very little can also be trusted with much. And whoever is dishonest with very little will also be dishonest with much. So he's saying, if you got a little right now, and you can't even be trusted with the little stuff that you got, who do you think can give you more? Who's going to give you more? So if you have not been trustworthy in handling worldly wealth, who will trust you with true riches? And if you have not been trustworthy with someone else's property, who will give you property of your own? Who will give you property of your own? Let's read that again. This is Luke 16:10 through 12. Luke 16:10 through 12. He said, whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much. And whoever is dishonest with very little will be dishonest with much. If you have not been trustworthy in handling worldly wealth, who will trust you with true riches? And if you have not been trustworthy with someone else's property, who will give you property of your own? So you see, we're praying for a house. The house that you're renting right now, are you taking care of it, or the apartment? Are you taking care of it, or are you just treating it anyway, breaking up stuff, and because it's not your own? I don't have to care. I don't care. It's not my own. Are you praying for a house, and the house you renting or you living in, somebody got you staying in, you're not taking care of it? He's saying if you don't take care of other people's property, God is not going to bless you with none of your own. He's saying, I got a little right now, only got a few dollars right now. What are you doing with it? He's saying if you can't be trusted with a little, he can't trust you with a lot. The little bit of time that you have, what are you doing with your time? What are you doing with the time that you have? He's saying, oh, it's just a little I got. It's not nothing. I can just waste it. No, he's saying, I give you the little to see how you're going to handle the little. And before I bless you with more. Because if you're going to waste a little, you're going to waste a lot. If you're going to do good with a little, you're going to do good with a lot. So guys, all of these laws here, we got to take seriously before we think and we praying and we doing all this stuff. We got to look and see first what we're sowing. And direct proportion what we sow is what we're going to reap. If you plant 10 seeds, you can get 10 trees. But out of those 10 trees, it's a lot. It's a lot because as it said, and as it's saying, the scripture say, any fool could count the amount of seeds in a fruit. But only God can count the amount of trees in a seed. So one tree that you plant may bear a lot of fruit, but each one of them fruit got seeds in it that are going to produce more. They're going to produce more. They're going to produce more. And don't plant the seed today and want to reap tomorrow. No, you got to do this way. He said, don't be weary. You got to make doing good and helping people and planting good seeds a lifestyle. Don't just do it that's because. You got to make it a lifestyle. Look for opportunities to help other people. It's not only about me. Look, he's saying, someone else, like he's telling them in Galatians 6:1, someone else is sinning. Don't expose them. I'm glad for going to put them on Facebook and all of that and embarrass them. Call them aside and you talk to them. You might be tempted to commit those same sin. So he's saying, guys, we got to take this stuff serious. We want to get better. We want to be successful. We got to look at these little laws. And a lot of times people say, well, Gregory, I can't, I want something to help me out right now. Well, you telling me there is, I ain't got time with that. I want something. You don't know the situation I'm in. I got to get some relief right now. I need X amount of money or this right now. But don't you realize 3 months from now, it's going to be right now. Next year, this time, is going to be right now. And the time is going to pass regardless if you do anything with it or not. So why not plant a good seed, even if it takes you next year around this time to reap? Next year around this time, you're going to be in a better situation than you were this year. But everybody looking for the short term because we live in this society where it's just add hot water and cook for 3 minutes. You drive through and you get your food fast. You just pop it in the microwave. We live in this microwave society where we need everything quick. And that's the cycle people get caught up in. I need something to help me out right now. So they're not taking time to work these laws and plant a good seed and keep doing good and start because they want something right now. So they spend all the time trying to find something, get them relief right now, not realizing 6 months from now, you're saying the same thing. I need something to help me right now because I'm in this situation. A year from now, you're saying, I need something to help me right now. 10 years from now, you're singing the same song, right now. A lot of us have the same resolutions every year. The same New Year's resolutions we're struggling with. Every year we're making the same resolution and failing. Because we don't want to plant to get the long-term crop. We want the short-term, right now fix. And that's why the devil is selling us looks good. Because everybody wants something right now. But God's saying, no, I don't want to give you a fish. I want to teach you to take care of yourself for life. Follow these stuff. Don't get weary in doing good. Continue. Harvest time is going to come. Harvest time is going to come. And take care of other people's stuff just as you would take care of yours. Right? Let me read Luke 16:10 through 12 again. Whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much. And whoever is dishonest with very little will also be dishonest with much. So if you have not been trustworthy, if you have not been trustworthy in handling worldly wealth, who can trust you with true riches? And if you have not been trustworthy with someone else's property, who will give you property of your own? You're praying for your own business, but right now the job that you're on, you're stealing time, you're stealing the people's stuff. You're not giving your full efforts on the job. You're just there trying to get by, and you're praying for your own business. So if you can't handle the other man job that you're working on, do it properly and do it. Go to work early, do all we need to do. He's not going to bless you with your own. He's not going to bless you with your own. If you're dishonest in your dealings, don't expect him to give you rewards for that. So we got to look if we don't like what we're reaping right now, let's look what we're sowing. Let's change the seeds that we are planting so we can reap a better harvest. So wherever you're right now is a result of seeds you plant. And we can say, sometimes God put us through some things. Yes, but he put us through some things so we can strengthen. It's a message you're trying to get us in a particular area where we need that strengthening, where we need to correct so he can get us to the harvest. Because you see, he can't do nothing outside of his laws. He put us through some struggle sometimes to show us, okay, you're planting the wrong seeds. You need to plant better seeds so you can get a better harvest. All right, guys, so I'm going to leave that there. I might make this a series because I need to come back with some more. Instead of me jumping around, looking and seeing and trying to get quick fixes, no. Let's work these scriptures, man. He put his word before creation. We got to take this seriously. And this is what all of our breakthrough is in, following these principles. All right, guys? So I'm going to leave that there. Continue to have yourself a great 2024, and we'll talk again. Maybe I can pop on before and do something else. But if not, next Thursday. Have a great day. Goodbye.